What's going on, everybody? How's it going tonight?
Yes, what is it, Brick?
I would like to extend to you an invitation to the pants party.
Excuse me?
The party, the pants with the pants. Party with pants?
Brick, are you saying that there's a party in your pants and that I'm invited?
That's it.
Get the we can start testing the waters of the copywriting a little bit, but thanks everybody for tuning in tonight. Hope everybody's doing well on this Wednesday evening. We'll just see give a quick little shout outs to everybody that's in the chat. Johnny 3 Bar, what's happening, man? Good to see you. Neil Martin, good morning. Glenn, good to see you. Robbie F, how's it going? Yeah, I tend to wear pants for the live streams just because I don't know if I have to get up and show you something. So, but what's going on? Good to see a lot of the submission people that submitted tonight. Some of their stuff is here. Brant, what's going on, man? How we doing? So I kind of showed you up on the screen a little bit. I kind of started working on some things. I had actually a little bit more free time than I thought with the pupper. Yeah, pants are only suggested for you guys that aren't on screen, but it's bad enough you guys got to see my legs sometimes in some of those skits. So again, we'll just start off with the usual banner. If anybody out there knows anybody needs any type of assistance, please feel free to reach out, leave a comment down below, email, something like that. So been chatting with a couple of people out there. I forgot to grab the gentleman's name, but I'll probably try to do a post about it later. There's somebody that's kind of big in the like following around like other YouTubers that I've probably seen on live streams and stuff before. And I'm apologize for not getting his name, but maybe I'll do an independent post. But they're looking to do a GoFundMe. He's a lot of times he's in. There's somebody in the Ben Coombs live streams that are Sundays and Mondays that needs assistance. He lost a lot of stuff, and I actually reached out to him and offered him any one of my like budget guitars. Not that I have anything that's really expensive anyway, but I don't know what kind of quality guitars he played. But I said, wish I could offer him. I mean, I could probably give him like $5-10. I don't know if it's going to really make many help to him, but I figured I can send him a guitar and pay for the shipping and all that. So I'll try to leave a community post with a link to his GoFundMe. That's the only one I heard of so far. Trey seems like he's doing all right. Trey Shreddings, if you don't know him, he's popped in a couple of times. And also Sean from Scar on My Guitar. Yeah, I saw that last night actually, and that is probably a good little way to segue into our first little thing going on. Sorry, still trying to work this thing out. Got the images started rolling up for you. Yeah, it was kind of crazy how the whole events happened. He was on Tone Talk 2 or 3 days ago, I believe. I actually missed it. And it's kind of even more odd that like he just had that Tone Talk was about his collaboration with Friedman Amps, and he has a basically like an amp in a box type pedal thing that just came out. And while the news was breaking about him, the those videos were starting to come out on those pedals itself. It's cool that he's back gigging tonight. Yeah, I heard somewhere that he was walking his dog, and I don't know if it's true. I forget where I saw it. Someone said that he might have came across somebody who was trying to break into a car and said something and got shot. Apparently, he's in stable condition. So actually, it's kind of a small video. It would have been something that I would have done as like a supplemental thing, but I'm actually going to release it, and I purposely waited to release it after all this stuff kind of blows over. I hope it doesn't draw too much heat because it's not the typical thing. I don't want to. I'm not going to be a spoiler, and I hope nobody out there takes offense to it. The video that I'm going to say, but yeah, I kind of when I saw the videos coming out, I came out and I came upstairs and I shot the video that I wanted to get out because I wanted to not get the anger, but wanted to get the sense of like it happening now instead of days later, and then having a watered down sense of view of it. So might be able to tell which way it's going to go, but yeah, it's might hopefully doesn't rub any wrong way because I don't hold any grudges against anything. But so what was going to be released after that on Friday was a playthrough of the Slash guitar that finally kind of got some sound demos for you, and then you'll see an unboxing too. We got something going, and then eventually all you guys that are out there that have actually contributed to the Patreon, you'll see. We'll do a giveaway for that, so won't be holding on to your money too much longer. Hopefully, you don't bail after that. But also we have shameless promotion out here, a merch store. Finally started collaborating with that. And it was kind of in preparation of eventually getting the YouTube memberships. And because once you hit 3,000 watch hours, then that opens up. And then when that does, you can, advertise your merchandise out there. And I'm not, trying to push it, pedal or anything like that. And I hate that the prices are actually even so high as they are. They actually wanted me to start them at higher prices. So obviously I don't have a big enough following to really mass produce anything. So if any of you actually have a channel out there, I don't get any money for promoting this thing, but I thought it was really cool. There's this company called Teespring. And basically you could design your own shirts. And I did all the designs. I made these up myself. And the first one, actually, that's the back of the shirt where it says keep back 100 watts. That's kind of like an homage to my fire department days where you say keep back 200 feet. So that's actually the back of the shirt. And the front will actually be like the searching for tone logo. But really, I try to keep, so any shirt you see, whether it's long sleeve, short sleeve, sweatshirt, I make $4 on it. That's before taxes and everything like that. And anything else, glasses, mugs, I got to lower the price of stickers because I don't think because everything else is you just make $2. So after taxes, you're looking at taking at least 30-40% out for taxes. And I also will always offer Patreon members and YouTube members the 10% off. So you take away that, then it's really that $4 is really down to basically like $2 at the point. So there are a couple of cool designs I came up with myself. And I was thinking actually even eventually doing something like along the lines of where maybe have, not that I'm looking to steal anything from you guys, but like have maybe like a contest from the avid viewers submit your designs, and like $4 on a t-shirt, I'll gladly like do like split it in half, like anything I get from it, you get $2, I'll get $2. But I think it'd be kind of cool to like kind of involve the community a little bit in doing sort of like collaborations. And that was pretty much it for the channel updates. Yeah, I mean, it's definitely, this day and age, you can't say anything if that's the way it goes. Like if that's how it was happened. I haven't really. So yeah, I really tried not to click on any of those videos, just because I didn't want to personally give it any time or any thought to it. And again, I think I'm probably saying too much. Should probably just release the video sooner than later, but um, yo, what's happening, man? Another person submission, awesome, good to see you. on on Saturday, a stream of viewers suggested a T-shirt on 3-Chord Dave, and turned out to be his biggest seller to date. That's pretty cool. Yeah, I was thinking about maybe like doing that like in the new year, because I still haven't hit that level yet. But oh, Keith, what's up? And I don't know if you were in for that last part, but you might want to mark this timestamp and go back. And since if you haven't checked out his channel yet, you definitely should. It's really cool. But it was about the merchandise, and I'm not selling it for you to purchase from me. Maybe you could set up your own stuff if you haven't done so already. But yeah, we probably just got done talking about like 10 minutes ago. Which then will bring us into sorry about that. Still working out all the intricacies of using this whole StreamYard thing. But for any of you guys that haven't seen that before, it was one of my first shorts that I actually did with the whole double editing type thing, stuff like that. But I wanted to keep on doing that as a series, and I thought maybe after a year or so, get back into it, because like shorts really kind of just hurt your channel unless you are a shorts channel, and I'm not really a shorts channel. Yeah. She's actually been really good with all the stuff coming in. I don't think she realizes that I, or I don't think that maybe she believes sometimes when I say that I win stuff, because there's a lot of boxes that are showing up, and a lot of stuff I have been given, but then there have been some things that I have bought, and actually most of the things that I have bought have been duds, where it's actually benefited me, I guess, to the fact of being able to legitimately return it and not, be like so much of a fraud. Because I'm sure there's some people out there that buy stuff and return it. I'm always horrible at saying that. Probably should in the beginning, but hit that like, subscribe, all that stuff, share it so it gets out. If you're in anybody's live streams, always hit that like button. They see the like button and they actually starts pushing it out to more people. And it's so many. It's like people like get like so like crazy about you know like, why are you telling me to hit the like button? Well, it's because it gets them out there. So, but down there, a little thank you to all the Patreons that are currently out there as well. So far, you're the only ones. Chris, Cameron, and 13 Souls for the guitar, and will be 2 guitars, or actually, it's really as many. You can choose anyone really you want, but I know most people are probably eyeing up that Slash. But maybe after this, we might. Just unboxing, change your mind over here. Yo, Charles 75N, what's happening, man? Glad to see you popping in. So if you guys haven't checked out his channel, if you're really into like doing cool things with guitars, this man does some amazing stuff. And actually, let's see, I'm gonna grab it right now. Do you guys remember this little Telecaster that came back all the way from the UK? It's all messed up. Well, I think I'm going to take this and figure out how to get all this gunk off this candy shell here and attempt my first fabric wrapping of a guitar. And that's why you need to go out and check this man's channel out, because the stuff he does is it's amazing. I mean, the guitars come out so beautiful, and I'm probably way over my head, especially thinking that I could probably do this. But yeah, it's he does some really cool stuff. So definitely check out his channel. And let's see. I think I could even do that. Let's see. Still trying to work out all this stuff, and might as well start doing this too. So yeah, I was able to figure out how I could do that. So I think I got everybody so far. Yeah. There you go. So all these guys I'm starting to pop in. Let me know if I missed anybody. Just give me a shout out. I have no problem shameless promotions. You can post your links. Please do that now, guys, too. Again, because they're fantastic channel, and I can't wait to see him do more stuff. So that wasn't really part of the unboxing, but that's what I plan on doing with that guitar. And I guess I kind of forgot about this, about what's coming up on the channel. Is I hope I convinced Geiger to send me some more parts, and I'm going to take that blue Tease guitar, I'm going to black it out. So I'm going to take all the good parts from the Tease guitar, because that guitar is amazing, and use it on that and upgrade that. So this is actually the real part of the unboxing. I already took it out of the box. What was, you'll see in the video when I do it, was absolutely crazy is that this came from the UK, and it was boxed better than anything else. And I don't know if it's because the box had, dailyguitardraw.com on it or anything. But so this could be a choice for you Patreon members out there, because it's a pretty decent guitar. I believe it is new-ish. It looks like it's in perfect condition. Obviously, I don't think the Epiphone came in a case, and this is definitely an old style case, but it was cool that they put it in a case. But this is that guitar I was telling you about that I won from the dailyguitardraw.com. And it was actually kind of cool because if the guitar cost too much, they actually offered me the value of it in money. And because when you get stuff from overseas, there's like some sort of exorbitant tax on it. So, but there it is. See, Epiphone Dot. So I mean, obviously I'm going to play it in a review. They played it during their live draws. So it does have some scratches on the pick guard on it. But yeah, other than that, I didn't see any dents, dings, scratches, or anything like that. So yeah, it's pretty cool. I mean, I've never had any. Well, you know what? I had a Gibson Blues Hawk. That was the closest thing to a semi-hollow that I had. I don't know if that was really semi-hollow in comparison to something like this. But yeah, that's going to be that'll be up for grabs if you want. You could also take a Squire debut if you really want to. Yeah, she is, but I'm sure the slash Les Paul is definitely attracting more people out there. But yeah, as far as unboxing, I don't want to get too far ahead of myself. Ew. How we doing? How's it going? Glad to see you made it. You know, it's we past your bedtime, but yeah, I mean, if you really want to take a Squire debut, but I have a whole bunch of pedals. You might have seen that I've kind of announced when I was started up my Patreon that I have to do. That I have. It's crazy that I have so much stuff that I just can't get time to get through, because somebody will actually, send me something for a review. So that kind of bumps the stuff that I bought for free. So, but eventually get to those pedals. Nobody jumped into the pedal Patreon yet, so don't have to worry about giving away those yet. So kind of like what they've been on the back burner. And then so the fire term of the week is Kitty, Kitty, just like it's spelled. I don't know if it is the same, in the civilian world as it is out there, but whenever you go to a bar, everybody bucks up $20 for a kitty, or if you're gonna do a donation. Actually, Charles, do you know the name of the person? It escapes me. It's been on a lot of the. I think it was on Ben's live streams. The guy in Florida that had his all of his gear wiped away. If you have a link to that GoFundMe, I meant to look it up before I started this live stream tonight. But if you could pop that in there, if you know. Oh, Todd Flowers. Yep, there you go. That's it. So he's in a lot of the community. There you go. Yeah. So it is. The name escaped me, and I'll try to find the GoFundMe link to post up. But yeah, I mean, hopefully does well. And he has like a channel. He only has like 2 shorts. That's how I reached out to him to offer him one of my guitars. So, but I'm sure he has much more. He replied back, very very nice guy. But yeah, if you could go find that out somewhere and throw the guy a couple of bucks. It just sucks what happened down there. Yeah, so basically, a GoFundMe. I'm starting a kitty. Nothing too crazy, but and now rolling right along, trying to speed up the things a little bit so that it's doesn't go too long, because nobody wants to watch a live stream that's 4 hours long after the fact. But so I figured I would leave that up there for a little bit longer for you. Those legs were much better than my legs. So, but going to the poll of the week over here. What do you consider your sweet spot for budget pedals? And it's kind of funny. Like I try to put as many you know denominations or whatever you would say that is and it's still someone is like, why didn't you put like shekels or something? And I'm like, like, because I took the top 3 people that watch my stuff and I used it. So, but yeah, and I guess this was a bit of a question that there's some caveats to it as far as like what you consider to be budget, and maybe the type of effect you might not want to spend so much money on. But out of the 20 votes, it seemed like it was $100 or less. US, Canadians about the same, and then the Great British Pounds or whatever GPP is 75. But it's definitely a lot of stuff coming out these days too that is the more affordable stuff is sounding even better. But I mean, I like to just see it out there, and not to be like a snob, but like I'm big into like Wampler or Warm Audio, JHS. But obviously, one of the first commenters, another channel you have to check out, Budget Pedal Chap. He does great pedal reviews, and he does so many affordable pedal reviews out there. And He says, I think budget really depends on the effect itself, which is true, but as a general rule, anything under $100 is usually his sweet spot for a budget. And I think if you can find a decent budget pedal that gets you the tone that you're looking for, especially if you're a gigging musician, nobody wants to take a Klon Centaur out to a gig if you have a warm audio Centavo that can do relatively the same thing for a bunch of drunk people that aren't going to really notice the difference. Robbie F is a big fan of the JHS 99 3 Series line. I think I've seen one on your pedal board. Yeah, the fuzz face clones out there, they did a cool job with that. And JHS is amazing pedals. I had Andy Timmons Angry Charlie, I think it was, and that thing was killer, man. It I was blown away. And it's funny because I have a Pack Rat that I have yet to do a review on that will be a part of the Patreon giveaway. It kind of went over the budget, but I was able to get it for a little bit less. And then I have a double barrel that I haven't even touched these yet because when I try to do the review, I try to do it like almost like first impression type thing, first impression from a bad guitar player. So you could see how it sounds instead of me noodling around with it for a week. Yeah, Calby Rocco Cat, being in an apartment, decibels play a big factor into it. It was always cool when I lived in an apartment. My neighbor was louder than I was. So, and Ben Coombs, again, have to definitely, his channel is awesome. Charles, one of his moderators out there. You see him on the Bad Cover albums live stream, but this man's awesome. I don't know why he's another case of why YouTube sucks, and he should be he should be easily at 10,000 subscribers already, but and then go back to the other more controversial one. I thought it would just be kind of funny to do that, was do question of the week that's totally on guitar related. And I was trying to actually spam a little bit in some of the over the seas live streams. Let's see if I can pull up. There you go. I didn't think you guys really would want to see me, so, but is that why is that yeah, well, I don't I was on the wrong one, right? Was that it? There we go. Sorry about that. I have too many screens up. But there we go. Thank you, Charles, for let me know. That's why I need a moderator out there. But yeah, so I put this up there for the trying to catch the audience over there, see if I can polarize it a little bit. But I think it took me to jump on them, or maybe actually overseas, you really think that the custard pudding is the regular pudding. But I've never had black pudding before. Is anybody else out there had black pudding before? I'm sure some of you out there have, but hey, RJ, how's it going? Good to see you. Go back up to the comments a little bit and see what You missed the first poll. You missed that poll or the poll on the page. Sorry, I'll get that off of the screen for you. But the JS shop is 10 minutes from my house. Oh man, you should do like a see if they'll. They're pretty cool. You might be able to do like a inside the. They have so much of a like a social media presence now that they probably don't even bother with that anymore. But that'd be kind of cool to do like a behind the scenes type thing. Yeah, I mean, there's nothing like playing an awesome pedal, and like if you've seen my previous video on the Wampler Mofetta, that was like my early not that I have a huge YouTube career, but and that was really like still getting back into playing. But that Wampler Mofetta was a great pedal. And then the Warm Audio Centavo, it's mind blowing how great um, those pedals are. And some of these budget ones, they do just good enough job. I just got a new EQ. It was the EQ Joyo. I tell you, it's funny because like I remember when I was trying to get back into playing years ago, Joyo was like super cheap, like really dirt cheap, and now they've crept up. And I think that's what they basically do is that they kind of get themselves into the market and then they jump up their prices. Yeah, I try to do stuff that's community oriented and get people more involved. But yeah, I think you might have missed the first part of it, but again, it's just something to put out there. Doesn't I try to keep it as low as possible because not looking to make money off you guys. Anything I get, I always put back into the channel, and I haven't gotten anything yet, and just a whole lot of debt. Yes, thank you for putting up Ben's. Please, guys, go subscribe to him. Let's get him up to 8,000 subscribers, 10,000 subscribers. Is You'll enjoy his live streams. Great community, whole bunch of guys. Bangers and mash, black pudding should be outlawed. I've seen it was like a funky um, video or something, or maybe it might have been a movie where like somebody was eating black pudding and it was just all over their teeth, and it just like basically off put me for a long time on it. So, but I mean, I think it's made with blood, so I'm a tap. I tapioca is like one of those things that kind of gets me a little bit. It's like I don't think pudding should really be. Is tapioca? No, that's rice pudding. Sorry. Joyo cranks for so much small amp. It does. I mean, those amps are really really cool, and I would love to have 100 watt, 5150, or I don't know if I ever told you guys. I should probably save that for the something you didn't know about me because I'm stupid. But I used to have a JVM 410, which first of all I don't need 100 watts, but like a $2,000 amp. Had to sell it. Just call JHS. They don't have a storefront. If I get big enough, I'll ask them if I can document a tour. You'd be surprised how many people you could actually, as a small YouTuber, it can't hurt, if you don't mind being said no to, because I've been said no to about a million times. That they that you hit different audiences. Like you hit a different audience than somebody like Rob Chapman or Anderton's TV or the Bold Shredder or Guitar Max. So they might not be inclined to do it. Yeah, exactly. It doesn't hurt to ask. You ordered a orange micro dark, gonna have it up to an AVH cab and see if it powers it. Yeah, no, I mean, they orange makes great amps. Again, you think that I was an accomplished musician. I just owned a lot of gear. I had a rocker verb. I want to say I had the 50. I think I was more reasonable than getting the 100, and I had the 50, and that was one of the great amps too. But then I did move into a different apartment where I had to be mindful of the sound. So that's when I downgraded to the Marshall DSL 40. The EQ's MXR, cool. Yeah, man. I find it's so much fun right now being at the smaller stage here. I mean, there's 15 people here tonight that I'm talking to that having a really engaging chat, and I don't think I have 15 people in my family that would listen to me, so it's kind of cool. But uh, and I always try to answer everybody's questions, emails, messages whenever I can. So I feel like if I had 1,000 subscribers, it'd be a little bit more hectic. But if I had 10,000 subscribers, who knows? But yeah, you missed this. So sorry for hitting everybody up on the. It's enough already. It's enough already. But I mean, if you are a regular viewer, you have seen my legs, and at least those legs are better. So look at the bottom half. You have the yes, I remember seeing that into it. I think we'll be getting to that tonight too. So, oh yeah, I saw a picture when I was looking up for other versions of black pudding. Yeah, I saw haggis. That's definitely not. Weighs 90 pounds. The Joyo Bantam Jackman. Yeah. Yeah, I mean they're really cool, and it's like kind of like having your own affordable versions of. I mean, I would love to have a wall like the Tone King. Although, if you go to Charles's channel, the first video you should watch is a live stream that he did with this guy Bo. He probably has more gear than the Tone King, so and he's a really cool guy. There's a new headless guitar company called Yard Guitars just entered the market. I reached out and I'm getting a guitar to make a video on them. Ah, it's cool. Uh, there you go. Just give you a little wrench there too. You could throw up your link in there too if you want. And guys, I said before too. Let me know. I don't want to have everybody has a wrench because and then it's like anybody that chimes in, they're like, this guy just talks to his moderators all the time. But yeah, if you have channels, let me know. Just do at me at searching for tone, and I'll see it, and I'll give you a little wrench you can put in your. Just bought a Boss Katana. Nice, very nice, good score. I think I told you guys my last live stream about my proud uncle moment where I bought my nephew a beginner guitar, and then I got him the for Christmas, I got him a Mustang, and he kind of looked at me awkwardly because he already bought a Boss Katana for himself. And I was just like, oh man, I wanted to get you that, but I didn't think you were that into the guitar. So it was really cool. So I just made another gear junkie out of family. So, hey, Rody's Jam Cave, how's it going? Trying to catch up on the chats here a little bit. Yes, Guitar Man 45 was the first live stream you should check out on Charles's channel. And then after that, you should go and watch all of his guitar fabricating, because they're just, I mean, it's just cool. Like, even if you're not going to plan on modding a guitar, it's really just really cool to see the stuff that you can do. All right. And now this one is going to get you guys too. I promised you guys that I would have some sort of little, things for the segments. I didn't say that you were going to enjoy seeing them all, but so here we go. The submissions for the yeah, thank you, Roy Jam Cave. I appreciate the it's tough still trying to learn all this stuff and all this technology, but yeah, so we've got some cool submissions, and hopefully we get more. This is the segment we call Marry, Shag, Kill, just because I didn't want to put fuck out there, and now I'll probably get shadow banned by YouTube. But basically, for all of you first time viewers out there, you get to vote on which one would you like, say you have to, like, that's the one you got to have. So we're going to start with the guitars first. So you're going to marry that one. The Shag is the one you're going to have the courtship with, and then the other one is the one that you would get rid of. So when you're all ready to vote, just do the order of which one you're keeping, which one you're just going to flirt with, and which one you're going to get away with. The guitars first. And let me get rid of my head for a moment so you could see the guitar down there in the bottom. Yes, thank you very much, Ghost Lad, for... So Robbie F is gonna go with the dime bag. He's gonna flirt with the Ibanez, and he's getting rid of the Rest Creek. Can't say that. CAB. Atlantean is A, B, and then C. CBA. You can't get rid of any of them, right? Because those are all yours. It's like asking, like, which kid do you like the most? Snug is keeping B, courtship with C, and getting rid of A. CBA as well. Yeah, this one was a little tough for me because I always, growing up, obviously wanted C, and I've yet actually to own an A, and B is West Creek. That's the other one that I won from Fret Not. Keep on pushing them. It's a really cool way to win free guitars. I think they ship wherever too. Giant 3-bar, old school. ACB. So I was looking at this, and I kind of would have gone originally C A because I never had one, and then the B. But then I actually flip flop between B and C's. Even though the West Creek is more affordable, it was a tough one. But so next we'll go over to the pedals over here. If you don't know the one on the left, that is Ola's Chug pedal from Solar Guitars. And quick little funny thing is how Atlantean Guitars said, just reach out to them, can't hurt. And I obviously not hurt by it at all. I reached out to see maybe, hey, I can possibly get one of these pedals. Not that Ola needs my help, promoting his stuff. And I got a nice reply back saying that, you're not really the right fit. And I'm like, I thought it would have been kind of cool if I could get a Chug pedal, and I still might buy it and come in like, obviously a novice, not knowing really how to chug. I never really got into that. I would love to get into it actually, like all types of stuff. But come in like a suit and a tie and just like, come up with a strat and then like, snap and then like come in, with the Firefly Explorer that I have. So for pedals, Glenn is going, he's keeping the dime. He's going to flirt with the Chug and get rid of the metal zone. Robbie is going with the metal zone, going to flirt with the dime, get rid of the Chug. Atlantean's cab as well. CAB. BCG 5150 is going with the metal zone. Going to flirt with the Chug. And yeah, there's so much stuff you can get with plugins and all that stuff too. So oh, I didn't even, what's happening? I missed him coming in. Ladies and gentlemen, the proud owner and the one that brings you Tease Guitars. Thank you. Thank him for all the gas that he gives us. The still the bar for any type of budget guitar that I could find out there. And go to the next one over here. If you guys haven't hit that up already, Keith Melendez, who already posted his link, hopefully. And Austin Torsten, if you want to throw a link to anything Tease related, please feel free. I just made you a moderator so you can throw a link that everybody can click into. But here, I kind of got the ones that we could see mostly. And so Glenn is going with the Telly, flirting with the acoustic, and he's trashing the Strat. Again, for any of you latecomers, this is the Marry Shag Kill part of our episode where you decide which guitar you're gonna marry, you're gonna keep with, and then the Shag, which one you're gonna have a courtship with, noodle around with, and then throw it, put it aside, maybe pick it up every once in a while, and the A is the one you're gonna get rid of. BC 5150, Telly, Strat, getting rid of the acoustic. Malachi is going with the Strat, and he's flirting with the acoustic and get rid of the Telly. Rody Jams Cave, if you have like pictures, at the end of this, I'll show you how you can submit them. But even not, if you want, you could you know uh find pictures, send them in. I'll compile them, and we could do them. Charles 7959. No, that's I forget what the brand was on uh that acoustic. Going with Telly. Definitely Telly's a lot of Telly guys out there. Yeah, I'm looking for an affordable acoustic because just something to kind of like noodle around with when I can. I say like I play guitar. Like I've been so busy with trying to set up this channel and everything that like I barely have time to, you know, eat. Neil's going Telly. Yeah, I really like that butterscotch Telly. It's the actually only Telly I've ever owned. See, Charles got an eye. You could tell right away just by looking at that headstock. The Sigma Star is a yeah. Oh, there, yeah, get Keith. What's the key? The acoustic is a Sigma. That's what everyone was asking. Made in Mexico player Telly and a Fender Squire. Nice. Another gentleman in the chat. This is a really cool kind of picture. Hopefully, you can let us know which each one is. But the they're all kind of like oil painting ish type stuff. But this is a picture of his studio. I'm not going to reveal where he is. 13. He says take an Xbox over all those. Well, that's because you have so many right here to choose from. I mean, I can tell that acoustic propped up on an angle. That's a Takabini. The Epiphone, that's a Slash Les Paul. Um, and let me get my. Sorry, I'm trying to figure out how to get my head out of the way, so you can see them all. This one's actually kind of good too because you don't know the names, so you're just really going strictly on look. Robbie's going with all of them. Yo, Cushman, what's going on? Yeah, so I actually parted with my Fesley Super Strat, that blue one that I got. So we had a community yard sale not too long ago, and the wife was like, "Do you have anything for sale?" And I'm like, nah, really." And she's like, kind of like, "You have some stuff upstairs for sale, right?" And so I wound up pulling that out, and I pulled out the actually it didn't go was the Squire debut Telecaster that I had, the red one, because I figured if I'm going to keep that burst one and do the fabric job that Charles does, then I'm going to keep on watching his videos until I can figure out how to do it myself. So I might as well try to get rid of that. But I couldn't let that go away for, too much less than what I paid for it, because obviously I paid for shipping to ship the other one all the way back. So I'm out $350 on a $175 guitar. That one didn't go, but the Fesley Super Strat went. And then all the line of cheap pedals that I had, the ones that I did in the beginning of No Name that I was going to do the Affordaboard on, was the I just put them in a box and sold them to a neighbor down the road for dirt cheap. So you won't be seeing that, but I have some more affordable pedals to eventually go through. So, and then here is, sorry for covering you up. I forgot about this stupid watermark over here, but I can't afford the real version of StreamYard, and it's going up in price, I heard. So I was hoping to buy it in the new year, and yeah, it definitely is going to hurt the pockets, but you could do more stuff with it. But Glenn Bailey, I like black guitars. Obviously, doesn't like just black guitars. So we'll start off with the left first with the black guitars. You got the Epiphone, the Dean, and the Strat. Charles, I really appreciate you popping in, and I'll see you. Hopefully, I think this Saturday. I think I'm gonna try to get on that, since I just finally got some extra scratch and signed up. I would have just sold my old straps and cords and told my wife, "Where's that?" All right, so I know, Glenn, this is like so hard for you. It's like asking you to pick your child too. It's like Malachi's going BCA. Yeah, that it's probably what I would go to, just because I have the black Strat that I modded myself. BCA as well. BCG. Robbie F went ACB. Keep one as BA. 13 Souls, just CAB. ABC on the first. BCA on the second. Yeah, when I first started off, Keith, I was like, oh, I had single coils, and then I wanted humbuckers, and then I got a Les Paul, and then I wanted single coils again. I'm like, you need to have them all. Yeah, so I'm going first picture of the black guitars. I think I would do. I'm actually more. B is definitely, I think, the one I would go with, just because it looks cool. It's got the humbuckers. And between the C and the A of which one, I'd probably say C, just because it has the single coils, and then the A. And the second one, man, that's a tough one too. I like the one in the middle, B, but I'm not really like a I've always like the triple humbucker thing is always kind of like weirding me out a little bit. But so I'd probably go C, B, then A. And Glenn's pedal board, I believe, was on John Robson's channel last Friday. You should check him out too as well. John Robson guitarists. Yeah, definitely. Throw some P90s in there too. I couldn't get rid of. You know what? That's the one thing that I am like still like when I got out of playing guitar, I got rid of my first guitar, and it was kind of out of anger too. Was cleaning out my childhood house. My father had bought me this guitar. My father was getting sick, and we were cleaning him out so they could move in. And I just couldn't even like look at it. And I just loaded it up in a dumpster one day. And I keep on referring to it in videos from time to time. How I wish I kind of had it so I could refer to see what. Thank you, Glenn, for throwing John's channel in there. But it was a Hondo Blue Strat, and it was like the worst. Like now I know the worst setup guitar in the world, but for sentimental reasons, it would have been great. Here's a tip: never sell gear. Just keep. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I've sold so much stuff. Like, if you even click on my links in the description, sometimes I'll have like a thing called a kit that I made up of stuff that I let go, that I sold, that I wish I never had gotten rid of. And yeah, wish I could keep it all. But even now I'm starting to make some room. Eventually might even like start doing some giveaways on the affordable stuff. Think about a guild. Yeah, I mean, I dig more, I think, the affordable SGs than the actual SGs themselves. Yeah, if anybody doesn't know, John Robson does, it's 5 p.m. their time, so it'd be noon Eastern Standard Time. That's he does a live stream on Fridays, cracks open a beer, has a good conversation. He has a great channel, great instructional person. Eastman guitar. Yeah, I think I did a recent review on that too, on the Eastman. I think. Oh, then that's all that we got for tonight for the Mary Shag Kill. So if you'd like to submit your photos, preferably three pictures, pedals, guitars, amps, anything you want. If you own it, you don't own it, it's cool. If you could find stuff that's like 3 horrible things to make us choose like which one you would have to keep, or 3 unbelievable things, you guys don't have to own it to send it in. But if you could get the pictures at least, so that I don't have to scrounge around for it. But I'll try to do my best when I can. But obviously, you guys know from last week I have a new dog, so he's definitely running me ragged. My biggest regret: I bought a 1971 Gibson bass to play in the band. The band didn't last long, so I sold it for $100. I paid for it 1993. It still kills me days. Yeah. And you know what? I mean, not to make you feel old, but that's a 53-year-old guitar now. Just like I felt like the pain when I got rid of my Dan Smith era guitar just to buy this Slash Les Paul. I've owned my Washburn Dime signature model for 20 years and would never part with it. I mean, it's unbelievable. Like when you start thinking about how long you actually hold on to stuff. Like I never thought that I would own back in 1990 a 70 guitar from 1970. And now, like, if you held on to a guitar from 1985, it's close to 40 years old already. I played a Gibson SG CD, but I never found anything close to. we're spoiled for really good entry-level price guitars. Yeah. I mean, yeah, apart from Glary. I think everybody has the issue with Glary. No one's found a good Glary yet. But yeah, and that, I mean, it could probably do like a whole subject on that too, but I think like the affordable ones, they're kind of like ducking a little bit because I think what they do is they really try to get their name out in the beginning. So they're awesomely QC'd in the beginning, no flaws whatsoever. So everybody's like saying, like, don't even bother with Fender anymore. Go with a Firefly Strat. And then, like, you know, a year or two later, they knock down the QC a little bit. And then they start to raise the prices up. But yeah, I mean, there's definitely the I keep on saying it. The Tease guitar is the same price as my Hondo Stratocaster that I got back in 1997, and the thing blows it out of the water. I mean, it's better than like I really want to try to get a made in Mexico Fender just to even like be like, okay, so it's here's a $700 guitar, here's a $150 guitar. I have my 1974 Les Paul all stock. That's awesome. Yo, there's the man himself. You just missed Charles. You don't even, I'm just going to do it anyway because he already threw your link up in the chat. But guys, go check this man out. There is no reason why he should not be at 10,000 subscribers other than YouTube sucks at showing you what you want. I've only came across him about 2 months ago, but I wish don't even know how it happened. Probably just doing like research from this, but his probably the best live stream going on Sunday, not just Sundays and Mondays, but just trust me, check it out and still come check out mine because you know I made sure that I didn't pick a time when his was going on because I'm not competing with this man. But great reviews, does awesome guitar reviews. Just I can't. I mean, I don't want to fangirl over this guy so much, but definitely check him out. And then obviously everyone has seen this part of the segment we do is industry news, where we cover something, you know, somewhat pretty recent. And that is the easily predictable American Ultra II series that came out the other day. You know, it was pretty much like they tried to tease it like it wasn't already leaked. Even if it wasn't leaked out, you knew that they were going to do something to kind of, you know, up their prices a bit because, and they didn't, the stupid friggin' StreamYard thing covers it up, but I put the quotes in there. Innovation never rests, because basically all they did was add a little bit of extra to the design a bit and extra $220 for each guitar. And I was actually talking with somebody, I think not too long ago, where it would be kind of cool, like actually, like if you've seen like a new car, like a Jeep or something like that, Jeep Wranglers, like every like 2 or 3 years they do different colors, and it's like you can only get it at that time. Like they could have easily just done that, but I understand it's marketing, but you kind of just wish that they would just add the extra stuff to the already line and not charge the extra $200. But I guess that's not what runs the world and money. But kind of liked the colors themselves, and I'm just gonna hide myself real quick so you can see the blue, because they actually did like those are the only colors that the Telecasters come in, and then the Strat comes in all those colors plus the blue down here, and then the one that I did the picture of, the um, the Meteora, which I just put it there because I like the idea of it, but I'm not into the actual design of itself. Yeah, Torsten, $200 is a bit much for what actually they really put into this thing. Here's all the specs. It's kind of all small, probably for you viewing on a phone or anything like that. But basically, all their bodies. They sculpted the neck heel a little bit to make it like like how everybody else is pretty much doing things nowadays. Quarter sawn maple neck with a D profile, 10 to 14-inch radius, S1 switching, which takes a single coil pickup and makes it sound, to me at least, duller. I don't know if I'm really into the noiseless type stuff. I figure, but locking tuners. I think two Graph Tech nut, I think it was, on these. So basically doing what everybody else has been doing all along, and putting what really cost them probably an extra $100, if that. Not even. I don't even think that. Yeah, not much other than the colors, and they really could have probably just up the line a bit, and just I understand why they do it. As far as someone asked me one time in a one of my comments, why didn't they just lower the price of the Squires $100 each instead of coming up with the Squire debut? Well, because if they do that, then they're losing $100 on each guitar. But if they make a whole new line called the Squire debut, and it costs them $25 to make, even if they don't sell those guitars, they're only losing $25 on a guitar that they made. But they're obviously going to sell them, and they're selling for $150, $175. So you're really making more money. It's, I understand it's, capitalism, greed, whatever you want to call it, commercial, whatever. But yeah, I just wanted to see, like, getting the chat's view on it. Yeah, I don't think it was enough to make you really go crazy over it. Fender by Design brings out 2 to 3 new lines every year and retire it. Yeah, that's what's crazy is this is, I don't remember what it was before. So Ultra was Elite. I don't know what Elite was before that, but so now you have Elite, Ultra. I think they just do that to like totally confuse you on what it was before, and then they just add, eventually you don't realize you're paying in the same lineage like $500 more for the same. Yeah. The Guitar Geek did a video on a Strat yesterday. Yeah, I didn't get to watch too many, like trying to prepare for this, making all these stupid little funny thumbnails and stuff like that for you guys, compiling all your stuff. But trying to, catch up on stuff, attending other people's live streams. Yeah, I mean, I think the Lamb kind of blew it up a little bit too on the my post that I posted last week when they did the whole silhouette thing where he actually, but it was kind of leaked out anyway, and you just knew that it was the way they did the Player 2 series that, oh, we're just gonna call everything number 2 and add $200, $300 to it. Ultralux was the other one. Yeah, the cost difference of a regular and locking tour is, yeah. See, I mean, take it from a guitar owner, company owner himself, knows exactly the ins and outs of all the nefarious, not nefarious, but all what it is. Yeah, it's and it's like they bill it as like it's like $100 add-on. It's almost like when you're building a car, like you really only know it costs like $10 more, but I don't mind the Player Series Mexican strap. Just like you said, this is not isolated industry. It happens with comic book. Yeah, I mean, it happens everywhere. Stainless steel frets not is a negative for me, not added value. Yeah, I mean, definitely isn't something to like. Yeah, Player Series was good. Sounds like a Strat. The Player version I had was disappointing. Bought it online on a whim. Yeah, Torsten, I don't know if you were here in the beginning, but I don't want to. I hate doing anything to your guitars, but the cheap shill that I am, reached out to Geiger, and Geiger's going to be sending me some parts because I really, if you guys are interested in a blacked out telly that looks like the blue one that I did a review on, there's one on the Tease Guitar website for sale. I'm trying to mimic that, so I'm going to take all your parts out of that and black it out, but I'm going to save them because they're so good. I'm actually, hopefully they're going to fit in that debut Telecaster that I got back from overseas that was a junker. You probably missed him before too. He was in here earlier, Charles 75N. You should check him out. He does really cool, like this fabricing thing. And I probably am not the one to be able to do that, but figure I might as well use something that's a clunker like that. I'm gonna do like a fabric top on it, and he by the time he gets done with the things, they look like they're amazing. It's so cool the designs he did. He did one for this guy Charles Green, where he took a Motley Crue tour shirt and made the guitar like that. And he does like a whole tutorial on this stuff. Really, really cool. Dr. Fabric Cushman. Yep. He's so I'm probably gonna do that with the Telecaster, the debut one, and then salvage all your parts. Yeah, he did a really great job. So I figured that I'm gonna do it, screw it up, and then probably send it to him to fix my fuck up. But yeah, I mean, I probably shouldn't be using paint, because sorry, it was my Alexa going off here, probably telling me that there's a rip current warning or something. Yeah, it's pretty cool. I see like all these people that already know him already. I thought like I was, introducing you guys to some, like unknown talent, because that's again, wouldn't have found him if I didn't find Ben's channel, and it's crazy. Like he does so much good work. He's really good in his delivery, and just that YouTube sucks at showing you what you want. Yo, Snug, I appreciate you stopping in. And I'll show you guys the last couple images because it's already getting late already. Just so that you know what's in store for next time. So we've already going for like an hour and 25 minutes already. So, but normally I would like shut it down at this point and just be like, this is like, it's kind of, mush or whatever. But like, if you guys want to send like anything like this in, bragging about your gear, bragging about kids. I don't have any kids, thankfully, because they'd probably be real jerks. I have dogs and they're jerks. So if you want to send in like anything like that, just send it on over here to Searching for Tone by 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Send your Shag, Mary Kill guitars. And yeah. So I mean, at this point, I would like kind of just shut it down and be like, hey, let's talk life. What's going on? Everybody's personal lives and things like that. But if you guys Glenn, thank you for throwing that in again. Hey man, I appreciate you popping in. It's really late for you, but anybody got anything cool going on the weekend? Yeah, man, definitely. As long as the stuff's PG, I don't want any dick pics or anything like that, or anything that's going to crash my computer. But because I don't want to see none of that. Robbie F, it's a pleasure. I don't know. I don't know if you saw. You got a gifted membership the other night to Ben Coombs. So yeah, you know what? Actually, it's funny. I guess I could let you on a free giveaway. Mojo Tone is doing a free giveaway. All you have to do is sign up for their uh, one of their email stupid lists, and I'm sure it goes to 500,000 people. But I like them anyway. But I was already on the email list, and it says all you have to do is make sure you're subscribed. And I thought I was subscribed to Mojo Tone, and I go and I click on their channel, and I was unsubscribed from it. I got unsubscribed from Ben's channel once. I don't know how it happens. Like I subscribed like 2 or 3 months ago to Ben's channel, and then I was like, why didn't I get notified of the live stream the other night? And I guess it happens on a regular. Yo, man, I'm happy to help anybody that I can to know any of the mistakes that I've made along the way. I don't know if you were here very early on in the beginning of the channels, but like one of my things was that YouTube sucks at showing you what you want. And I came across some great old timer guy that was doing these like really just like they weren't great polished videos, but I was like, man, I want to see what this guy is doing this day. This is great. This is exactly it. and I clicked to his latest video, and it's him signing off saying that like he wasn't getting any growth and YouTube was so. But I feel like there's so many people that live in a vacuum that like you feel like that like I'm trying to hoard subscribers. Like no, it's like if I can put somebody onto you or somebody that is gonna help them out and get better, more power. I mean, to me, it's about how, and that's from my times of being a firefighter. It's not about like hiding trade secrets and stuff like that because some of these channels out there act like, yeah, if you guys, I tried to actually when I got gifted membership 2 months ago, I tried getting on and I had like audio problems and I couldn't hear anybody, and I think it's because my headphones were linking up in Bluetooth, but my wife's working, so I got to watch the little bastard of a new dog. Hopefully, she doesn't watch the replay. Me saying that, but that's a great dog. But hopefully, he's sleeping by then because I really want to get on. Finally, since finally signed up for a Patreon, so that's really like a cool thing to do too, is to have like the closed type session with stuff. Ah, that's really cool. It's probably still like 85 degrees out there right there. I don't want to say where you are unless, I hate calling people by their first names when I know them, in from emails and stuff like that. Yeah, I mean, I think it has it's good and it has its bad. Like, obviously it um did change the tone and um but if you're going to play in a dive bar, nobody's going to notice your difference. But like a lot of times, like you play better because the way that you hear it. So if you are not bonding with it, but like if for me, like if I was just like practicing, I would definitely use it. But like for doing reviews, I would want to have a good cable going through, so you have the honest. Yeah, I mean, it's just everyone's. You got to unsubscribe from. I mean, I don't know if that's a bad thing. I mean, I hate the trash guy like Rick Beato, but he seems like a type of guy that hides all of his secrets. But I actually tried doing one of his ear training things one time, and he'd be like, like playing the first note and then played the second note, and he'd be like, "Well, what is that?" I'm like, "Oh, it's a seventh." And he goes, "It's a fourth." And I'm like, and he plays again and goes another note and goes, "What's that?" I'm like, "It's a fourth." And he's like, "It's the seventh." I'm like, "Ah, I'm tone deaf. Probably. I probably shouldn't even have a channel." But have you ever built an amp kit? I always want to do this one again from Mojotone. Mojotone actually does like a class. Phil McKnight actually went to it and filmed the actual process of it. And I thought about maybe possibly doing it, but I think it's like $1,500, and that's just for the course. So if you don't live in the area, then you got to pay, for housing and all that stuff like that. Yeah, I mean, I'm surprised I haven't electrocuted myself yet. It's a funny, quick little story too. I used to deliver appliances, one of the 5 jobs that I had while I was a firefighter, and went to this lady's house one time, and the oven was already out. So I actually probably thought she was like, legit, like actually did the proper thing. And she goes, my father's an electrician, so the breaker's already off. So I'm thinking the stove's already out. It's a built-in type thing that goes like just like over like a lip of a cabinet. And I know you guys already know where this is coming from. And I put the wrench or the screwdriver on top of the stove, grabbed the cable, the power cable from the house, leaned it forward. The screwdriver rolled off, hit the neutral of the stove, and hit the cable, and sparked. I surprised I didn't crap my pants. I walked out of the house shaking like a leaf. Like had I gone to connect this thing up, there'd be somebody else, with my wife downstairs right now. We had frost last night. It's crazy. I'm 54 degrees right now and I'm freezing. I just turned my heat on for the first time. 29 degrees, even colder in the mountains. Huge waves, yeah. Yeah, I mean, I don't think that's a bad thing at all. I mean, everybody obviously is searching for tone. I haven't found it yet. Some people tell me it's the knob below the volume one, but it's. I mean, that's whatever. I think everybody's. That's what you're really looking for is to have great tone. Yeah, I mean, definitely. You know, and the man himself. Look at this that just popped in. If you can throw your link. One of the other great live streams, talented musician, does so many funny bits on his live streams. The Lamb here. And what's great is somebody like me that has, no obligations on a Monday. I believe it's 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm so bad with the times remembering. I just know when I get a notification is man pops up his live streams. Awesome player. Just can't volumes enough about this man. You have to check out his live streams if you can. Even if the best part about his live streams are that you could watch them after the fact and still have a great time. Like I know that you can't watch mine after, and because it's gonna be boring. But it's so interactive. Thank you, Glenn. Glenn does this like for like all the channels too. So, but definitely check out if you're not already. It seems like that probably most of you already are, but yeah, I mean it's you just got back from a nice. Yeah, I saw him. It's funny. I saw him I think last October at a community college uh in uh in my town. And it's like I remember like back probably about, 30 years ago he wouldn't be allowed on a college campus anywhere. Now he's playing college campuses, but it was a great show. And Nita Strauss isn't bad to look at either. But yeah, I mean, other than that, that's pretty much it for the live streams here. Just you know, look out for that video coming out. The it's a little bit of a rant video. I don't know how well it's going to go over, but try not to be too angry in the video. Nice. Very nice. And kind of really appreciate you popping in. Yeah, definitely check out Ben's shows on Sunday and Monday. Uh, always a great time. Charles 75, who was in earlier, will have a live stream Friday. So you already should have subscribed to his channel. The Lambs again, Mondays, if you can. And might as well test out the copyright functionality of YouTube, since I'm not monetized and I don't care if they copyright strike me on this. Ben, I appreciate that. That'd be really cool. And yeah, we'll play this little ditty for you at the end over here and call it.
Hey, I'm Ricky Bobby.
And I'm Cal Naughton Jr.
We just want to take a moment to talk to you about snow blindness in cats. It's affecting more and more cats every year, and it scares the living shit out of us.
Bud Light presents Real Men of Genius.
Real